Hey everybody, what's up? It's India. Welcome back to my channel. It feels like it has been forever since I made a YouTube video because this holiday season I definitely took some time off, took a proper vacation, and I only released videos once a week during the holidays, so I am just so excited to get back into it, back on track, and back to creating awesome videos for you guys twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays like it used to be. By the way, I thought I would just throw this in there. This shirt is one that I bleach dyed, and I'm thinking about making a little bleach dye business. I did some other pieces and they turned out pretty cute. I want to do like loungewear sets and also rocker tees, so this is one of them. I'll just show you. Little mini fashion show. Here's the back. Of course, I have socks that are bleach dyed. I have this sweatshirt that turned out really cool. I don't know if it translates as well on camera, but super cool print, really fun, super soft, cozy hoodie. And of course, I did some masks because, you know, COVID. And I have a couple pairs of biker shorts. These turned out really cool. So anyways, if you are interested, please let me know in the comments. All right, so time to get into the video. So you guys might have seen my video that I made not too long ago about the stories behind my modeling photos. If you haven't seen that, I will link it here. Don't forget to watch that. But something that was very highly requested after that video was to do the same thing, but with my America's Next Top Model photos. So that is what today's video is gonna be. I'm gonna start from episode 1 and go through all of my pictures during America's Next Top Model and share with you guys what happened behind the scenes, maybe some interesting things that went on that you didn't see on TV. I'm gonna comment on my actual photos and how well I think I did, things like that. So it should be a fun video. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, so starting all the way back on the first episode of America's Next Top Model. That was the one where we had to go in and meet the judges and do that whole thing. And this was the photo that came up when I first met the judges. So this photo was taken at the hotel, or should I say prison, that we were staying at before filming really began. You guys have heard me talk about this in some of my other videos, but the hotel that we stayed at before filming started was just an awful, awful place. It was a horrible experience. We had the tiniest hotel room for a week straight. No phones, no music, no books, no human interaction, except for when we were like pulled out for 20 minutes for an appointment or a blood draw or whatever the frick. But anyways, yeah, so I call it the hotel slash prison. So yeah, one day when I was sitting in there, frickin' lonely as heck, the producers came in and told me that we were going to do a photo shoot. So they told us to get camera ready, and so I did my makeup, did my hair, put on a pretty basic t-shirt, and we went into this other room in the hotel where we shot this photo, and it was done really, really quickly. I was kind of sad about that because after the shoot, it was right back to your prison cell. But anyways, we got a few clicks to get our photo, and I really dislike this picture. I don't know if they were trying to make us look worse than we actually were, but I really, really dislike this photo. This was the episode where they cut half the girls. So there was like 28 of us and they were trying to get it down to 14 or something like that. So based off this photo, I did not think I was gonna make it into that 14, but praise be to the Lord Almighty, I did. All right, moving on to the next photo. This one was the one with all the men. And if you guys remember, Zendaya was a guest on this episode. So before I get into the details of the photo shoot itself, I just wanted to talk about Zendaya. Gosh, I love her. She is awesome. But it was so weird. Like, she kept staring at me, and I'm not just saying that because like, oh, Zendaya was there and she just wouldn't stop looking at me. Like, she really kept looking at me. Like, I would look over and she would be staring at me, and all the other girls noticed as well. We were talking about it, like, why does she keep looking at you? And I was like, I don't know. Still to this day, don't know why she was staring at me, but that was kind of weird, I guess. But anyway, so on to the photo shoot. So this shot I don't love. Like, obviously I have the same criticism for this photo as the judges did. It looks super unnatural. Like, that's not how you fall into men. You fall like this and like that and whatever. But my whole thought process was, it's pretty obvious that every single girl is gonna do this like, oh, I'm falling pose. So I planned it ahead of time. I said to myself, okay, what's something different I can do from all the other girls? And I figure if they're all doing that, then I'm gonna be super structured and like fierce and strong, because that's like the opposite of what you would initially think to do for this photo shoot. Nobody else did something like this, but like if it was a real photo shoot, I wouldn't have done that pose. It looks kind of silly. All right, moving on to the next one, and this one is the nude shoot.
Oh my gosh.
I would say this is the episode where I kind of started becoming known and started like having fans or whatever, viewers pay attention to me on the show, because I was pretty, you know, quiet, didn't start any drama, didn't like have any crazy interactions with the girls, and so I kind of just fell to the side. But this photo shoot really brought me forward, because if you didn't watch the season, I really did not want to do this photo shoot because it was nude. I'll do lingerie, I'll do tasteful topless, whatever, but I had a strict rule that I would not shoot nude. And of course, here I am on America's Next Top Model, opportunity of a lifetime, and we have to shoot nude. So I really didn't want to, but Drew was talking to me and trying to encourage me to do it, and that was helping a lot. And then additionally, Ellen Von Unworth, the photographer, by the way, one of the most amazing photographers like in the entire world, so her saying this meant a lot, but she was like, India, you have to do this shoot, you're gorgeous. She said your mom would love it, it's very tasteful, you're covered in pearls, because one of my biggest concerns was like, oh my god, I don't want my family to see this and stuff. So I really appreciated her encouragement for me to do it, and honestly that's what I ended up needing to go ahead with the shoot. So I did it, and I would like to say, here's a little inside scoop for you. Nude photo shoot, right? We were not nude, we were nearly nude, but I didn't even know these existed. There's like sticky thongs that you can wear, so it sticks in the front and it sticks in the back, but there's like, you know, no underwear lines on the side or whatever, so it's kind of like a nipple pasty, but it goes over your that area, so nobody could actually see anything. But regardless, with Drew's encouragement, Ellen's encouragement, and also the fact that I didn't have to show my private area at all, I decided to do the shoot. I hope I don't get in trouble, by the way, for posting this photo. We're all blurred and stuff, but I don't know, YouTube's policies might take it down. Fingers crossed they don't. So if you guys remember, this was also the makeover episode, and I got purple hair, purpley pinky hair. But one thing you may have not seen on the show was that I also got a little halo, which is basically, it's a wire right here, and then there's hair at the bottom to make it fuller, so you can take that off and on and off and on. But that hairpiece caused me a lot of trouble on the show, and it was so funny because when I was watching it air, I thought for sure they were going to show these moments at panel where I just got destroyed by the judges, but it never aired on TV. I could not believe it. I got in trouble so much from Drew especially, but the other judges as well, for not wearing my hairpiece. For photo shoots, I would forget it. At panel, I just wouldn't wear it. They got so mad at me. It was my biggest downfall. I literally thought that I was gonna be sent home for this stupid hairpiece. Not that it had anything to do with my
modeling abilities,
but it was what I got like criticized the most for. All right, moving on to the next episode. We have the social media episode. So we were invited to this party, which was not an actual party. I mean, they were all people who like were there for America's Next Top Model. The room was actually empty. Like, they make it look full on TV, but there were probably 30 guests in this huge room, and it was so awkward. Like, they were forcing us to have conversations, and the whole thing was just extremely awkward. And they also gave us a cell phone, and the whole deal was we had to go around and snap pictures while we were at the party. And that was literally the photo shoot that we were judged on, which for me, I was like, oh god, I'm going home. Because if you didn't know, before America's Next Top Model, I had like 500 followers on Instagram. I wasn't really on social media until like that year, basically. I had no idea how to take a selfie or a good photo on a cell phone. Like, that whole world was just like so foreign to me. So anyways, these are the photos that I took at the party, and I'm kind of like, what was I thinking? But for me, like, before I became a public figure, like, why would you post a picture, like a selfie of just yourself? I was still in the zone of like, oh my god, selfies are so weird and annoying, and like teenagers do that on Snapchat and filters and blah blah blah. Like, I was just so against all of that. So all my photos are group photos. This last one is a picture of me and Chris Leanne, which I thought was really creative because I shot it through like these crystal glasses. I held the phone there, I held the like crystal glasses over the lens and then got me and Chris Leanne in the photo. And I thought I was being like really artsy fartsy, because in my mind, that's what social media is. You post beautiful pictures, not necessarily like super conceited photos of yourself, which now I guess that is social media. But now I appreciate social media in a different way. Like, people follow me because they want to see me. And so I create content that is of myself now. So now I don't feel weird about it. It's become just like a natural thing to me. All right, so moving on to the next shoot, which is the Avantgarde shoot. That was definitely a fan favorite episode. The outfits were just crazy. Plus we were shooting in a supermarket. So some girls laid in frickin' meat. Some girls were in the vegetable aisle. Some girls in the milk aisle. I was in front of some chips. So nothing too exciting, but it kind of matched my outfit and my hair. And I love this shot. I loved this shoot. It was such a fun one to participate in. You know what was so funny though? A little inside scoop. There was a lot of footage in the episode of us walking in our heels and like having people hold us and like struggling to walk. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to walk. Well, the hair and makeup area was like really far away from the supermarket. The smart thing to do would be to wear a pair of slippers or sneakers and carry your heels to the photo shoot. But of course it's TV and they have to make us struggle, so they had us walk in our heels from the place where we were doing hair and makeup all the way to the supermarket. And these were not just any heels. Mine were like insanely high stripper heels. They were clear, really, really tall ones. And then like Courtney, for example, you'll see her in the episode. She had like wings coming off the front of her shoes. So she couldn't walk like this. She had to literally go whoop, whoop, whoop. And it was kind of a funny moment to watch, but like, hello, just put on the shoes when you get to set. It was so annoying to me. I was like, on no photo shoot would they ever make you walk like a freaking half a mile in these massive... Okay, on to the next episode. This episode started with a challenge where we had to jump on a trampoline. Boop, there's my shot. And we got one take to get our photo. So basically we're on this trampoline, jumping, and then they go like, okay, here we go, boop, and that's your shot. You only got one click. And again, like that other photo shoot with all the men, I thought, okay, what is everybody gonna do for this shoot? Everyone is going to do something athletic looking, right? Like obviously, that would be the obvious one, is just to jump and kind of do like an athletic Nike style shot. Of course, and that's what I would recommend if I was directing the shoot. So I tried to do something, I don't know, whimsical, ballerina-esque, whatever. Like I said, if I was directing the shoot, I would have ideally been looking for a shot more like Paige's shoot. That's what you should do for this type of photo shoot, but I was trying to like be different. And my shot was like fine, I guess. So after this challenge, we did the boxing photo shoot, and that is like a legendary shot. I post it every 4th of July because my outfit was red, white, and blue. Just so awesome. I gotta say, I got the best outfit for this episode for sure. So I am very athletic. I played varsity volleyball and softball in high school and had offers to go play in college, but then the modeling thing happened. But boxing, I was like, oh my god, this is great. Like, I got this, no problem. But I gotta say, I had never boxed in my life at this point. I think I figured it out just fine. I probably didn't look like a frickin' professional boxer or something, but I hope I at least looked like I somewhat knew what I was doing. But this photo shoot was quite frustrating for me because I felt very trapped in my one zone. I had the, whatever it's called, little punching bag that comes out of the ceiling where you go like, brrr. I was just like, what else can I do? Like, I've punched it like this. I've punched it like this. I've tried to kick it. I was like, okay, I've kind of like exhausted every pose I can do with this one frickin' bag. I think I still got a great shot. And yeah, Chanel Iman was in this photo shoot, so that was cool to meet her. Okay, for the next episode, it was the first of what would be many dance episodes. I don't know why they were so obsessed with making us dance on this season. They signed up for America's Next Top Model, and then next thing you know, we're on frickin' So You Think You Can Dance. But luckily, again, I'm pretty athletic, so even though I'm not like a trained dancer, I figured it out just fine. And fun fact, I won both of the dance videos that we had to do during this season. Actually, I won all the video shoots that we did that season, which is kind of cool. So for this first dance photo shoot, we had one take to get it. My performance was pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. we had a choreographer teach us the dance. We got to practice and stuff like that. And then the next day we go in and we shoot the dance on the streets of Brooklyn, and it was really, really cool. Honestly, in modeling, when they're asking you to dance, like, they're not looking for you to be the best dancer in the world. They want you to keep your face looking nice. They want to see your body looking good. So I just kept in mind the whole time that I'm a model, and then did the dance, and it turned out pretty well. I'm also quite good at memorizing, whether it comes to memorizing like song lyrics or lines, or in this case choreography, so I learned it really fast. And so anyways, that was that shoot. I could go on and on. Okay, moving on to the next episode, which was the Jason Derulo private jet photo shoot. This is funny because if you watch the episode back, you won't see me in a lot of these scenes because I was in one outfit and it was like very Baby Spice. I was in a jean mini skirt and like a leopard bomber jacket, and it just like wasn't working. It was really simple and boring, and again, so grateful that they changed me out of that super boring, like quite restrictive skirt situation and changed me into this super fun outfit, which was actually a swimsuit, and then, you know, put the pants on top, and then I got this big jacket, and then I got sunglasses. I mean, this outfit was so much better. You guys have heard me talk about this shoot in another one of my videos, but basically I just thought it was so funny because, again, the obvious thing to do is like interact with this guy. So I started, you know, with my arms around him and like sitting on him and trying to like touch his face, like really interact, and he just wasn't moving. Like the whole time he just sat in the same position, and I was like, this is just not going well. There's no like chemistry here. So eventually I had to just like pretend like he wasn't even there, and I just stood up and started doing my own thing, and he happened to be sitting there in the photo with me. So that's how we got this shot. So this has gone on way too long. I am splitting it into 2 videos. Tune in on Thursday for part 2, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to leave your comments below, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe. Join the family over here on YouTube, and yeah, so I will see you next time. Hope you have a great week, and toodles!